Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Cybercast Ep68, the Transformer Video Podcast. I'm Josh, also known as G1 Hextron. I'm joined by my co-host Dakota, also known as PrimalSabbath, and Jaim, also known as Victory Saber 77. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself, Dakota?
Well, you just introduced us for us. So, anyways,
Wrong
you can
way.
find me. You can find me everywhere. There is a Primal Sabbath at Primal Sabbath,
All right.
including mail order Russian brides websites.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Jaim?
You can find me Twitter, YouTube, VictorySaber77, and I'm also the host of the Aftercast, guys. So if you want to join, private message me through YouTube, or if you follow me on Twitter, direct message me there. And it starts at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Also,
Yeah.
and we just went over this, and I just forgot it because it's always in one ear out the other. I do the topic show. It's now going to be held over on my channel. We're doing it bi-weekly, so last week we took a break. This week we will be picking that back up. It's on my channel Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at G1 Hextron. You can also like my Facebook page, the G1 Hextron. And we also have our website, which is cybercastnetwork.com, our Twitter, cybercastnet, and our Facebook page. And YouTube, even though we're not going to be uploading there anymore, it's kind of dead. So it's going to be at Cybercast Network as well. So all the new stuff that we're going to be talking about, except for a couple of things, they are on our Cybercast Network Facebook page. So if you guys want to see what we do with the news, we're basically just kind of sharing it there on the Facebook page instead of uploading it up to the website. So if you saw last episode, we kind of discussed why we wanted to go through that change. But before we get right in here to the news and also our topic, Dakota, he's going to do a little bit of screen sharing. He's going to show you the new kind of layout for the website. We're still kind of working on it a little bit, but I think after next week we should have everything tweaked the way that we want. So, Dakota, you want to go ahead and share with them? I'll click over to you.
Yeah, so basically, if anyone has visited the website throughout the week, you've kind of seen the layout has changed. Do what?
You got a new message.
Yeah, well, see, I'm pretty sure that's gonna infect my computer. I don't know. So we wanted to change up the layout. We didn't want the front page cluttered with news. We decided to get rid of just news altogether, as we have said. But this is basically bare bones what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a section for Josh, Jaim, and myself. All of it's gonna have videos, articles, galleries, and so forth. I don't think any of us have videos up yet, so we'll go to James. We'll check out. You can just click on the article, or you can just click on James' page. Actually, while there's nothing up there, it's nothing up there on either of the three right now. As we post stuff, it will be, if that makes any sense. But you can post on articles, and obviously we have his Legend of Brave articles, and you click that and wait forever for my computer to load it, and then you have just a nice the whole collection of his articles right here, and the same with mine for the BotCon articles, and even the same with galleries. We wanted to completely remove the articles and galleries tabs up here, and just to where if you wanted to look for it, you would be able to find it through our pages. So and you just click on one of these, and it brings you up to galleries. So, but that's it. Forums are still back. We have tweaked the forums. You still have the rules. We put community up at the top for customs and collections. We really liked what you guys did, posting pictures of your collections. We ask that you guys continue to do that. So if you haven't posted your collection yet, please do. We would definitely like to spotlight it. And all we have is Transformers discussion, third-party discussion now, news, toys in general, and then we have a little bit in the video game for official, because third parties haven't made Transformers games yet. But that's pretty much it with the major changes. I mean, the store's still up too. As far as the shirts go, we still need to figure out international pricing before they actually physically go live. So there is that, and you just click on our logo up at the top, brings you back to the home, in which the front page will have any updates from us as a group, or and it'll have the 3 videos that we do each week. So. There is that, and we will recycle that. So,
Quick question. you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but to see all of this stuff, you have to be a member also, correct?
Absolutely. And to see everything that we do, you have to be a member. There's going to be some things that I will be posting to where you not only have to be a member, but you have to have a special little handout passcode for. That'll be some of the BotCon stuff we couldn't quite get away with posting without someone trying to hit us with some copyright stuff. So that'll be that. Stuff that's not going to go live on my YouTube page, and just a few other things, and that's something I think we should all do, to be honest.
So exclusives.
Basically, yeah, absolutely. But you got to be a member to view any of it, and you'll be able to view, like, say, on our front page where we post it. But as soon as you try to watch it or look at it or read it or anything, you're not going to be able to. You're going to be prompted to the login screen. So it's free. Takes absolutely no bit of your time to do it. I'd totally recommend you guys sign up.
All right. All right. So the first thing I wanted to bring up, and this is kind of before we get into news stuff. There was a prototype G2 Menasor that went up on eBay, and
Jesus.
it sold for $26,815.
The guy who bought it wasn't a stranger to the community either. Anyways, it's a cool guy that bought it for what that's worth.
I don't care if he's a cool guy or not. I mean, I just think that's just mind blowing that it could go for that much. I mean, here we were kind of not really making fun, but we were talking about that Optimus Prime statue, and that it was going to be $30,000, and we were just talking about, and then you also have the Kids Logic one that's going to be going for $15,000, and we were just like blown away that someone out there is willing to pay this type of money for something like that. And here you have the G2 Menasor, which I don't believe it was even complete. I think it was it was missing the correct face.
Yeah, it missed the face, but other than that, it had almost everything, stickers and stuff like that. All but the production sample.
That also kind of brings up the thing that I talked about a while back on what would be kind of the perfect BotCon exclusive, is that you got the G2 breakdown out there, and that's pretty sought after for BotCon exclusive. If they would just every other year come out with one of those, so it entices people to go to BotCon at least every other year, it's only going to bring in more sales as well, because for the prices that you would be paying on it on the the aftermarket on eBay, what you'd pay there for markup is what you would probably pay for your trip to BotCon, so you might as well just go anyway. And if they did that, then you'd have so many more people going to BotCon. It would just bring in that extra little bit of crowd that they weren't getting. And I think you would get a lot more international people as well, to where they'd be like, I really want this, and that aftermarket price is going to kill me, so I might as well spend whatever, the $1,000, $2,000 to come and get it here.
I don't think
I get to experience it.
I don't think the aftermarket would really be that killer. I mean, we saw Scorponok go for what, $250, $300 at most from this year, and that wasn't, I don't see.
think you can even compare those two.
There's a little more hype for G2 Menasor.
Dude, I think that's a bad comparison.
But at 2,000 plus runs of these guys, then you really get onto stepping toes. Because what about people that have the original, run, which was probably 4 complete total sets, and then the 204 breakdowns that were given away at the first BotCon, like all that goes into perspective.
Change the packaging. There's going to be certain ways around it where you BotCon goers of whatever 94 that want that, hey, it's the rarity, and I want to make sure that I have the only one like this and stuff like that. One, quit being selfish. Let the rest of us get it.
Yeah.
Second is you're going to be able to change it up some way to where you can identify which one is what. But what I'm saying is over the period of a decade, like I said, every other BotCon, you give us one of the pieces. And if we attend every other BotCon, then we have the opportunity to complete a G2 Menasor. Next decade, do G2 Defensor. Because you saw that this thing sold, wasn't even complete. That's the other thing. Like, I'm willing to pay some stupid money, not $26,000 stupid money, but I'm willing to pay some stupid money on some things that I really, really want. But if it's not complete, then I'm like, I don't even watch it. It's got to be complete. I don't do all that hunting down and, all this other crap.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is if they did something like that, or even the Collectors Club, I don't care who it is. You know what? You can even throw it in there. If you want this, you have to buy a subscription. Guess what? I'm a sucker, man. I'll buy the subscription. I'll sell the rest of the figures because that's how much I want it. I'm talking about money here. This is a ticket to get people, especially G1, G2 collectors, that would normally not buy the subscription service, to get them to buy it. Because, Jaim, are you planning on getting the new subscription service?
No.
Okay, I'm obviously not either. Dakota, I don't even think that you were sure if you wanted to either. But if they threw in one of those figures, and they did it every other year, I'm buying. Jaim, you buying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Even if
man.
I can't sell the other ones.
I guess I'm just looking at it from just that grail, just that outlook on it. Like, that would be like if BotCon were to put out a green Ram, or the Collectors Club were to put out a green Ramulus. They were to just take the Ramulus mold and do it green, and because technically it was never a full release and it was only at the Hasbro employee store. That would be like them putting that out, and like that would, although I would get it, it would still bum me out because I'm still on the hunt for a genuine green Ramulus.
And you could still buy that,
Yeah.
and you would still be able to identify which one was what. But it gives the fans an opportunity to get it as well. It's the same thing that happened whenever they announced Encore Fort Max.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the closest comparison that I can make. Is that was a grail for a lot of people, and I didn't own one previous to that. But when they announced it, I wasn't like, oh, they're ruining G1. No, I'm like, I'm one of those G1 fans that I'm like, give us more. What's taking so long? Give me one every month if you have to. I want them. The Black Zarak. What if they came one and they were like, the gold plastic issue is fixed, and here is an Encore Black Zarak.
Then I better get a Beast Wars Neo Randy.
Oh, so you would be happy. You would be happy.
What, for a Beast Wars Neo Randy?
I want a G1, G2 Pyro then.
That's the whole point that I'm making is, like, if we got more, you see what G1, G2 fans are willing to pay.
I see not what G1, G2 fans are willing to pay. I see what very hardcore collectors are willing to pay. That guy isn't just a G1, G2 fan by any means.
He wasn't the only person bidding on that. So
I'm well aware, and how many of those guys are solely G1, G2 fans, or how many of them just want rare stuff? That guy's being forced to sell off a chunk of his collection so his wife doesn't freaking divorce him. Although, like, I mean, that's probably not, like, I mean, I know, he's selling off, he's culling back his stuff, but, like, that was literally the agreement. But, I'm sure that guy has other stuff that he's just, like, into. I don't think it's just the G1, G2 community, because I mean, Jaim, did you place a bid on that thing?
I was going to, but I was
then it hit
stopped
$10,000, right?
Well,
no, I was willing to go. I was willing to go that high.
He was willing to sleep on the couch for at least 3 months. But you get the point that I'm making. It's not that every G1 fan out there is willing to pay $26,000 for this thing. The point I'm making is that you have Hasbro. I know that someone from Hasbro was at least watching this and looking. Hey, there's maybe an opportunity here, to come back with some stuff. Like I said, even the Black Zarak. If you fix the gold plastic issue, do you know how many of those things that you would sell? I'm buying 2 of them. And then you can also get repaints or remolds, with Scorponok as well. But I don't think that Orson, that is the last person that we came in contact with that bought a Black Zarak. If they ended up coming out with a reissue, I don't think that he would be mad. He'd be like, cool, especially if something breaks on mine, or now I can just keep this one in the box, which is what most Black Zarak owners do, and I got one to mess with or play with or display.
The bottom line, too, is that the original is still going to be out there, and if you want an original, you still have that opportunity to get it. If it takes away from the value or whatnot, that's the
name of the game.
Yeah, that's all about collecting. It's all about making money, with these companies, and if we could get a G2 Menasor, cool. I mean, is it gonna crap on the guys who already have breakdown? Maybe, maybe not. They still have an original. They can still say that I have an original here. You have a reissue, but I don't really care. It just makes it so the whole community can actually be a part of it instead of have to spend tons and tons and tons of money. And I mean, if you're willing to do it, cool. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not like those things pop up every other week.
Oh yeah. Me personally, my deal is just, I'm a purist when it comes to that type of stuff. If they were to do G2 Menasor, I think they should just do it as a gift set, and be done with it that way.
I'm talking about the company making more money off of it, though.
What do you mean the company making more money off of it?
Well, if they just come out with a gift set and they're like, "Bam, buy this for $100," then
everyone's going to buy it. They sell out. They make money. That's it.
But you make more money. You make more money if you did it as like the subscription service thing, because now you get me to buy all your other crap. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there, but doing it as a gift set, it's all in one packaging. It doesn't come like the subscription service does. Like that's just for me, like just for preservance of what I'm like looking at here. Because that way people who own the original 94 breakdown get to, they still have it on their G2 specially made for BotCon card. They release this thing in a gift set, or even if it was in the foam and the box and all that, or if they release it like they did the CCons, it wouldn't take away from that. It's all out there. Honestly, I don't think we need to worry about how much money Fun Publications as a company makes. They're going to make their money on it, regardless if it's one per year, one for every other year, or whatever. I don't see the benefit in just releasing one every other year.
You're kind of missing the point. Is right now, what's the incentive for them to do it? You're talking about make some money, but I'm talking about them to make more money. So it's not that I'm looking out for Hasbro and Fun Pub. Well, I could care regardless whether they make good money or great money. I'm talking about what's something to, like, how would you convince someone to come out with this? And that would kind of be like my opening argument with them, is here's how you can make a bunch of money. So that it's just kind of an opening rant. We can talk about this more on the aftercast. So
Jaim, yeah, because I can rebuttal that pretty easily.
I think you're being a little bit closed-minded on this, though.
I'm not. I'm just thinking of it realistically.
You're talking about it, being the 94 thing, those fans and whatever in this card. If it comes on a different card or in a box versus on a card, then it's completely different. And then on the the actual toy itself, it's stamped something different, then you can tell the difference. It just kind of like same with an authentic and a knockoff. Even though it looks like it comes in the same packaging and it's the same vehicle, I can look at the package, I can look at the robot, and I can tell you whether it's an authentic or a knockoff. So it's kind of the same thing here. But let's go ahead and get into the news. Aftercast, we're going to discuss this a lot more. That's going to be on Victory Saber 77's channel at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want an invite to that, make sure you message them on YouTube at Victory Saber 77. All right, so you guys enjoy kind of the opening rant? You guys want to do that every week?
Give me and Josh boxing gloves every week.
Introducing in the red corner.
And then in the selfish corner, he doesn't want other fans to have other things. Dakota.
It's not that. I mean, we'll talk about it a little more.
All right, so we get some kind of little mock-up pictures here. Some of the deluxe. These are some of the movie toys, and to be all honest, this Bumblebee is probably one of the better-looking Bayformer Bumblebees thus far, at least in my opinion. I think it looks better than the other one.
I agree. Does it have the battle mask feature? Because I can't remember. I saw someone had it in hand not too long ago, but anyways, I hate that his hands are like in his doors. You know, there's no more original hands anymore. Like they did it with Lockdown too, and it just irks me. But he looks good. So.
And then you have Snarl here. And that's what we were talking about earlier, where he's going to have some detachable pieces on his back, and some of the stuff detaches as well. But that Bumblebee, even if he doesn't have battle mask or whatever, you know there's going to be another one coming out that just has a new head.
They've been pretty good about these last couple of movie Bumblebees, like, you know, working that mask into the toys, so we'll see.
You know what? Let me exit these things out. Just the mock-up pictures of Voyager Brainstorm. We obviously, had some, I guess, kind of in-hand images that took at BotCon, but just to kind of give you a little bit clearer shot, see their mock-up, we can see that this is going to be a sliding joint, it looks like, or it's going to rotate backwards from the way that it's not transformed right there, but doesn't look too bad. Some people thought that it was bigger than a Voyager, or they thought Jetfire was just really small, but it's mainly the wings here. If you took the wings off, then he looks, about normal height of a Voyager.
Yeah. I still like the whole Headmaster thing. I think that's really tight.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so these are some in-hand images of Skybite, and this is obviously from TFW, but you know what? I'm going to use their stuff. They took my pictures and posted them on their site and put their watermark on them, so you know what? I have no problem using their stuff. So.
Oh, you're so mistreated. You're so abused.
Well, the thing is, they never even asked. They just took my pictures and put them up on their site, and then they put their watermark on them. If they wanted to put them on their site and not put their watermark on them, like they had someone from them actually take them, then I wouldn't really have that big of a problem with it. But I like this. I like this head sculpt.
No freaking wrist swivel. My goodness, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's it. Like.
For being a parts former, though, I mean, you're going to have to – it's one of those things where you're going to have to sacrifice. And after I talked to, Weber from Hasbro, he's like, just kind of like the same thing on the RC that I don't like the backpack, people are saying, but, hey, we can take the backpack away. I mean, the design kind of calls for it. But if you wanted to take a little bit of it away, then those are going to be panels that are going to have to move out into the body, which is not going to make it look like a female anymore. So now the robot mode suffers from the front and side ends just because you want the back, which is going to be, up against the wall, and no one's going to be able to see anyway.
Look, I'm not talking about
it to look good.
I'm talking about a wrist swivel.
But it's the same thing that goes with this. Is maybe the design they couldn't do it or fix it into the budget. I mean, there's a lot of parts forming going on here.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing the word budget. Just from work, and then like this, like Hasbro, like I'm so tired of hearing the word budget.
Well, it's true.
I'd rather I'll withhold my comments to myself. He looks good for what he is. I definitely still like him, but
Oh, look at that little guy.
Oh gosh, you got to see that.
What is that from?
just from that standpoint, man, I'm just so sick and tired of stuff not having a freaking proper elbow.
What is this guy?
I have no idea.
Something.
I want that one. As far as just standing on my shelf, and looks like he'll be able to hold his son depth charge, so I'm cool with it.
Oh man, I can't get over it. I can't get over that wrist.
Be nice to him, Dakota.
Man, I am. Like I'm still buying them for sure, but
All right, so here we have the some I forget what it is, but is this the one that comes in kind of a pack? Or no, this is like the Platinum Edition Leader Grimlock. It's supposed to be kind of their movie colored, I guess you could say. But yeah, there he is on the left.
Is that the one that comes in the 2-pack with Prime?
I believe so. That's what.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
oh, that Prime actually looks decent now that it's not just a bunch of blue and red. You know, a little gray breaking stuff up in there. I like it.
I don't want to say for sure it's the one that comes in a 2-pack. I believe so, but you know, anytime that like I say I think so, then someone takes it as it's true, and then if they end up being wrong, then they make sure that they write me an essay on why I was wrong. So
Welcome to the internet.
if it's because we're putting it up on the internet, I mean it's got to be true. So
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see here. We got a couple of comments real quick.
All right.
Starting from the very beginning, Fight for Your Life, Andrew, on live Cybercast. He also states, let's up the drama this week. Barrett Prime Games says, copyright. Fight for Your Life, Andrew says, okay, so who bought the G2 Menasor?
High
Seed
Prime
for-
on W. Oh, okay.
Cool. Seed 4212 is cool. It says cool for some. And Dalton says, I'll voice my opinion on the G2 Sunnycons on the Aftercast, assuming you're getting an invite. Dalton also states, Josh liking a Bayformer toy, the end is nigh. So there we go.
what Bayformer toy? Which one did I say I like?
The Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
I mean, I didn't say I was gonna go out and buy like 5 of them or anything. I just
Yes,
said
you
that it
are.
was. I said it was the nicest looking one I think thus far. So, see, again, people like to twist my words. And the
So mistreated.
legend stuff. There's just a couple more pictures of this, but I forgot what it was. But there's gonna be some other figures that are coming out here currently that are gonna be included in this Legends.
Yep.
It's a little series.
It's basically the new
Yeah,
United
Tinkle.
Generations.
Yeah, Takara. So.
Yeah, keeping it going. That Rat Trap pre-orders are locked in for 2. I would love to see a turnaround of the head though, just because like I hope they actually painted all of it, unlike the Hasbro version which I've already sold. So
Your prototype, you sold that?
production sample,
Yeah.
my factory reject, yeah, I sold it.
All right, so the new animated series says this series is set years after Transformers Prime, when Bumblebee is called upon to save the Earth from a new Decepticon faction and form a group of young Autobots, including a or a rebel bad guy. A candidate of the elite guard. I guess that was one sentence there. This is just the longest run-on sentence. I keep on thinking these are periods, but they're just commas. A high-flying Dinobots and a Minicon hyperactive to capture their new enemies. Jesus. That is one run-on sentence. Each new Autobot is well-trained soldier, but without experience of teamwork, forcing Bumblebee to become both the leader and coach of the team, said Hasbro. Yay.
I just like I'm going to be saving a lot of money on next year's like main retail deal.
Yeah. As long as the Generations line doesn't suffer because of this stuff. We'll see.
If it turns out to be like animated, then I'm in. I still, if I'll watch it, but as soon as someone calls him Bumblebee Prime, I'm out.
See, but you're still stuck on because it has animated aesthetics means it's going to be animated toys good. No. Aaron Archer and was it Eric Seibenaller that did? No, it was someone else. Anyways, those designers are gone. Well,
Derek J. Watt.
We were talking. I'm talking to toy designers. We were talking to former Star Wars toy designers at BotCon or whatever. They worked on other Hasbro properties. That's who's on Transformers now. So unless they get really good, like those guys good, we'll probably be stuck with the same deal as like the movie stuff. And don't get me wrong, some of it's good, but I'm holding my breath.
All right, well, we'll see how that all plays out. The third-party news is going to be really exciting. Regardless whether you're a third-party collector or not, it just kind of gives you an idea, because like we talked with Hasbro at BotCon, and they kind of said that, they're just about, they're 2.5 years behind third-party. So we're getting 2 years ago with third-party, and you're wondering where Hasbro is. They're just now coming out with it, so that's kind of how it works. But here is that DMK03 by Dakota, this little model thing that you put together. And I believe someone asked if it was going to be coming to Hasbro. More than likely not. But it doesn't look too bad. For a little model kit thing here. It's probably the best looking Optimus Prime. Unfortunately, it doesn't transform though.
I wish the leader class could look this good. I wish they could make a Voyager that looked this good. Because I would buy it. I love his new design. But
it went faceplate instead of that weird open mouth. God, man, why did they stop doing that?
With his weird duck face, like lips. If you notice that about Movie Prime, he's got like forever duck lips.
He looks so weird.
Well, he's a goddamn alien, Josh.
Pretty posable. I mean, expected.
Look, I'm going Super Saiyan for the first time. I like that.
Going fire guts.
Bumblebee. He called Bumblebee drinking out of the carton again. No. But yeah, and that sword's pretty cool as well. So super posable. Some nice paint on here. Still can't tell whether they painted it or if it's some kind of sticker they put on there.
I'm pretty sure it's paint. I think that's how the other ones were. I don't think they were stickers. Could be Tampo too, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Tampo. I mean, the price of this thing is it's not cheap.
Indicates paint, right?
Yeah. Indicates no stickers.
All right, and for the little, I guess, sneak peek of one of the subscription service things here, you got Rewind.
This was the mysterious seventh figure, which I think everybody and their brother already knew that's who it was going to be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we get Eject.
Okay, so that is Eject then, because Rewind was in the subservice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rewind was the black one, Eject's the blue one.
Oh, here we go. Rumble Frenzy argument again. No.
I don't think it's that big on these though. It's mainly the Rumble Frenzy.
Yeah. That's cool that people who, who bought into the Subservice 2.0. I'm surprised they actually haven't put like Chrome Dome and Treadshot. I'm surprised they haven't put the first 3 figures on the club store yet, to be honest. But he's supposed to be one that's not going to be made to buy individually or whatever, but I don't see his value being like that much, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On the aftermarket.
All right, next are some TFcon exclusives. One is the X-Trans bot Shafter, which is basically kind of their masterpiece erector, but we've looked at pictures of that, I believe, last week or even previous ones, so I didn't feel like bringing it up again. But here you have the mecha ideas, the Fluster and Trench.
I want them so bad.
And look at the box. This is obviously a new box, but it's made to look like this, kind of like Fans Project did with their Glacier Lords. And you can also see some retro video games here in the background, which is kind of cool.
I know they only said it was so far it was just a TFcon Toronto and audio assembly exclusive, but I'm almost banking on these things showing up at TFcon Chicago, and I really hope they do. Although they were limiting these to like 1 per person.
I thought they were going to be at Chicago. They're going to keep stock to have them at both.
Yeah, if I heard correctly, but see that would put like 75 being sold at each show if the production run numbers aren't flawed in any way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking to picking these guys up. But it does suck that there's only a limit of 1 per person, because I don't know. That would have been a set I would have liked to pick up 2 of, just to kind of have still in the box.
Oh, you greedy, so greedy.
I mean, that's me.
That's what we were talking about earlier. He's just selfish.
That's exactly, yeah. Then never mind that everyone else does it. I am selfish, everyone.
Okay, well then that's bam. Won the G2 Menasor argument then, because that is the reason why he's arguing with that, because he's selfish. He doesn't care about any of y'all. Me, Jaim, we're a man of the people.
Man of the people. Megatron was a man of the people too. But
he was.
Look how that turned out.
He just misunderstood.
Here's the other one. I forget what here it is. I'm not really sure how to say this name. It's the KFC Pestilence. Yeah, Pestilence, I believe.
God.
So he's purple, white, and lime green.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess. There you go.
Yeah. Cool, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
All right, and the custom class figure crankcase, which is done off of the Trailbreaker mold here.
Which is awesome because they actually get to go through. It's not like the BotCon custom class. They actually get to go through the process of taking a store-bought figure and customizing it, which I think is pretty neat. Instead of just cutting it off the sprues, which dude, don't get me wrong, like the BotCon custom class was absolutely it was a lot of fun, but that's going to be your more real experience for customizing.
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty nice. I like those colors together. It looks good. Oh, and from Fans Project, it is Breakdown Robot. I do want this Breakdown Robot.
That's another one that they were limiting, which that was the Fans Project exclusive for the show, and they were limiting that to 1 per person as well. Which, I mean, again, like that, in my opinion, is a little unfortunate. I'm hoping that maybe that's not the case for TFcon Chicago, but I think it looks neat. But it's in my opinion, it's for me, just for me, not speaking for everybody in the world. But it's no substitute. I think it's a neat homage, but it's still original or bust for me. But it is neat,
yeah,
for what that's worth. So I don't step on any freaking toes anymore than I already
I just
have.
like it comes full circle. I mean, having this the 20th anniversary of BotCon and have this type of homage, from a different convention is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Better than that Creo one that they gave a BotCon this year. I'd rather get this than the Creo. But I think this is cool. This would be something that, even though I'm wanting to sell my Intimidator, I would buy just this one, for Breakdown Robot. And you know what? If collection intervention never happened and she didn't say that and sound like an idiot, then I probably wouldn't be that fascinated with it. But just because, what's her name? Elise, or was her name Elise? Oh, something like that.
Breakdown Robot Lady.
Yeah, Breakdown Robot Lady. She sounded like such an idiot. I think that was also episode 1, if I believe right.
Yeah, she's reading it on the card. Oh, Breakdown Robot.
And then he goes, yeah, it's Breakdown. But what he says, like, yeah, because she does her whole thing. Is like, yeah, I've been in auctioning and toys for like 30 years or something like that. Anyways, we're getting off track here.
Apparently, Vance Project is going to be releasing the rest of their Intimidator in the G2 colors. Believe they said it was going to be an exclusive release, although it's more than likely going to be exclusive to their Vance Project Core website, and it'll likely end up showing up in mass like everything else does. But they're definitely they're building on the hype right now, especially with this G2 breakdown.
Yeah.
Breakdown robot, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. You have to put the robot at the end. This would be the only one that I would get. So.
Yeah, that's the only one I see being the hot seller, especially being packaged like that. I don't think the other ones are going to be, like that, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right, and not really Transformers, but it is robot, and it's just super cool to, I wanted to bring it up. Real G next project, they're going to be making a 1/1 scale Real Gundam that moves.
Oh, one that moves, because there's the 1/1 scale in Tokyo.
Yep. This is one that will be able to move, and it will be done around 2019. So
what country is this in?
I'm not sure.
Well, they're about to be up another citizen. I keep telling everyone, like, the first country that puts out like Gundams, like, that's it. That's where I'm going.
Look at the size of the people. If you guys want any idea, here's all these people, and just, oh my goodness, that thing is awesome. You know what would be perfect though? I mean, to go down here, one, I think it would be cool if it just didn't even move, but you could go up at like kind of the Statue of Liberty, and
I think that's how the one in Tokyo is, isn't it? It's got the cockpit and everything that's open.
Really? That's awesome.
If I'm not mistaken, don't take my word on it.
There was some stuff down here. I don't. Come on, computer, you can make it.
Do you not have a rolly thing for your mouse?
Okay, so this was kind of like their idea for it to walk, and
you gotta be kidding me.
He's got a walker.
It's gonna walk.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna walk. They're showing it, but I can't obviously read this. So,
cool.
And they're just showing some of the other like robotic stuff, and I can't read all that.
We're gonna get AS units and everything else now for military. It's gonna be great.
God. Dude,
armed slaves, baby, from Full Metal Panic. Yeah, Gundam and everything else.
The future is bright. Dude, I would be like, yeah. I mean, by the time all that happens, I know I'm 60, but I want to sign up for. I want to sign up for the military.
Let me sign up for the Gundam program.
I want to get into Gundam.
I got to break out my Steel Battalion from the Xbox and start practicing.
Look, I'm telling you, it's okay, because at Acon. I was in the battle pod, and I got second.
Mhm.
If I could only figure out how to go backwards, I probably would have got first.
You don't know how to go. You press a little button on the side when you've got your thing pressed forward.
I didn't think mine was working, but mine was damaged. I had a messed up battle pod. I still came in second. But anyways, more.
Blame it on the battle pod.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not my fault.
Dalton says Pestilence looks awesome for a little cassette, and so does the crankcase. So now we can continue.
All right, a little bit of more third-party info here. This is don't have any pictures of this, but Mastermind Creations plans on having an Abominus in 2015. There's also a third-party company working on Defensor.
Oh God.
And the other thing is there's also plans, no word on which third-party company it is, but they're wanting to make a Leo Kaiser.
Finally.
Finally, we get Lyle Kaiser. Nice.
That, and then there's that other company that's still supposed to be making the Piranacon King Poseidon God Neptune thing, right? Too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Starting to shape up good.
All right, so little update from KFC. This is the replacement elbow and knee thigh parts for Citizen Stack. Version 1, for you guys that aren't in the know, that's the exclusive, with the spring inside. Sending to retailers this week. Thanks for your long time waiting. I thought that said thank you long time for waiting, but all right, dude. Yeah, don't message me while we're doing this. All right, but anyways, there's that. So, some sad news.
Oh.
Remember, we were kind of waiting for this guy to come out. The BTS Toys Nova Lord.
Yeah.
Pre-orders up for a while. I think he was supposed to come out. What was it, February or March or something like that? Then it got pushed back. It's not gonna happen, guys. So I guess the pre-orders, they didn't do as well they thought, and it's not gonna happen. So if you're planning on getting this, sorry. Mastermind Creations does plan on coming out with Overlord.
Yeah.
So maybe you go down that route. I'm not going to have any pictures of that to show you guys, so I don't know if that's just kind of put on pause for the moment. But, yeah, I always thought that this didn't look too bad. I mean, I had some concerns. I didn't pre-order it, but look how big the thing was.
Yeah. By the time the Mastermind Creation comes out, you can save your money and you could buy a real Overlord. I mean,
I'm listening to Dakota. Oh, poor guy, though. I thought it was cool, and I was hoping to see him do good, but oh well. It was going to be the tallest third-party figure.
A lot of this pre-order's not doing so well. Cancellation going on. Yeah, at least in the last year.
But there's new light. Not sure which third-party company this is. I don't know if that's it right there, but I can't read I don't even know if that's any type of language. I haven't seen that before. But anyways, obviously a masterpiece scaled Rodimus Prime, or AKA the Kingslayer. So I just refer to him as Kingslayer from now on.
It's cool for people that didn't get the original, but I, follow that. Anyone out there?
I heard you follow and then you cut out.
you're out there.
Yeah. Dakota?
Yeah.
We heard. Just repeat what you said.
It's awesome for people that don't have the original, but I follow that statement with the original is out there. They already came out with one, so I'm seeing this to be kind of pointless personally. again, it's cool for someone who didn't pick it up, but I still think the MP09 is like the way to go.
Yeah, and I'm sure Takara's going to re-release that thing again. I love that.
The share matrix.
Mine's smaller than yours.
It's not too bad. It's pretty cool design. I agree with you. They probably should have put their design efforts and money into something that maybe hasn't been made, or is it just right around the corner? But there's obviously some talent here. It just needs to be implemented into a different character. So
Yeah. Well, talent probably, but I'm sure they took an MPO9 and broke it down and
absolutely.
really am not going too far out of left field of like having their own designs in there or anything, but should have gone with a Cyclonus.
Got a couple of comments. Tex says, so they're just building. They're just basically building a working Gundam. This is how it starts. 20 years and we'll all be slaves to the machines. Then he said, Mastermind creation of Abominus in 2015. So 2 weeks after they finished Feral Rex, huh?
All right, so this is some in-hand images of the exclusive Unique Toys Mania King. Got it right this time. I like this one a lot more than Dakota's.
I like the one I have.
Well,
So
I think you have an inferior product, and Jaim, you agree with me?
Yeah, I have this pre-ordered, so I can't wait for it. It's gonna go great on my chug shelf.
This one actually comes with the wrist swivel as well.
yeah, I'm sure.
Not biting on that one? Okay.
Nope.
I thought I might get you there.
Close.
Yeah, so it's not gonna have the wrist swivel, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's the same as the other one.
All these
Just
come
the anime
lack of wrist
colors.
swivel.
And there he is in scale with Tempest from KFC. And comparisons with the original.
See, the colors on that original just pop.
So there you go. All right, Maki Toys or Make Toys. Panza. What is this? Where do they come up with these freaking names for these third-party figures? But anyways, the Scorponok. Get to see that. Got some more in-hand images a little bit later, but we'll just kind of scan through these, and you guys let me know what you think.
I still think my money's going to be on the Perfect Effect one. If they do a Black Zarek. Because I have a Scorponok and don't need a second one. It looks good, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look how this is like a Decepticon.
Yeah.
At the end of the tail, that's really cool. Kind of got away with one there. Yeah. I guess this is the base mode. It's a little different, but I can see it. You go up the ramp here, and then you kind of go through his little legs.
So this is the same size as Utopia?
Yeah, I think there's a picture a little bit later on. Yeah, it's supposed to be about the same size as Utopia, so this thing's going to be big. Because that's how they're planning on doing their city bots. A Scorpion mode looks wicked.
Looks like it has a good color mock-up.
Yeah, so that's kind of their plans for that. Pretty sweet looking. And there he is in hand.
Wow.
So you can obviously see, the guy's hand here compared. I mean, this little Decepticon shield or his little stinger is the size of this dude's hand. So it kind of gives you an idea how big that thing is.
Has their Utopia even come out yet?
No, and
Okay,
they
so we
are
don't-
side by side.
We don't know much about stability other than what we've seen in person, but they still appear to be really stable. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna be heavy. Like
Yeah.
I mentioned before, I can tell that they're definitely heavy. The only negative that I had with Utopia, which I don't even know if it was final, but whenever you pick it up, it kind of did that thing where the legs are a little bit heavy and they kind of swung in a little bit, but unless you're walking around with your figure all the time or picking it up and down, then I guess that really doesn't matter. So maybe they'll just tighten them a little bit more in the hips. And it wasn't like they banged together like Masterpiece Voltron. It was just, you could tell that they were just a little bit loose, but it's because of how heavy the figure is.
Time to reinforce the shelves. Dang.
I remember whenever the guy picked it up and then he set it back down. I mean, it sounds like he just threw like a bag of cement on the ground. I mean, it's really heavy. So.
Barrick Prime Games. Chris says, "Oh my God, the new paint job on Mania King. My nipples are so ready for this." He always gives us the unique phrases. Thank you, Chris.
Wow. All right.
Way to keep it PG.
I know. We're going to have to bump up our rating a little bit there. All right. So, Guardia, this is basically the Make Toys or Mikey Toys. I'm just going to say Make Toys from here on out. But they're Defensor.
Still, man, they are second to none in the Gestalt game. Like maybe Mastermind. I'd like to see Make Toys do Predaking in a few years, just to see. But they look to be like the best when it comes to the combiners.
And just already, I like this better than TFC. And there's their little guys transformed.
Most likely this is going to be coming out in a gift set too,
That'd be pretty tight.
Probably, yeah.
like Voltron. Cool.
And this is from Mastermind Creations. Commodus? Or something. Here's this little thing. I forget who this is supposed to represent, but you guys have any idea?
I don't know.
No.
Looks pretty cool, but
Unless
No,
it's like, I think that's one of the Squadron X guys.
I saw it somewhere. I just can't remember.
It's about time, if it is.
Oh, no kidding. That means I'd have to track down another BotCon Ferric. Build another team shelf.
So, there you go. So he's going to be 7.5 inches tall. Metal Slug inspired alt mode. Tank turret can rotate 45 degrees each side or 360 with the pistons unplugged. So they're making this for Chris Barrett, so they can have a little tank. All right, Fans Project. We all know what this is. This is a new leader. So there you go. You can see his
Robot modes?
No. Well, I mean, you can see his hands sticking out the side here, but that's all we got for you right now. More to come probably by next week. I mean, because we're just on Saturday. All right, and this one also by Fans Project as well. Tryan IX Alpha, I guess is how you say that. So these three little part right here, 3-core combiner figures. And this is what he's supposed to look like next to steel core. So pretty large figure. And this is the one that we were looking at a while back where it was just a
Silhouette.
was a silhouette. Yeah, and we thought it may be Diatlas, but so this is what this is right here.
So another original bot, which is tight. I like that Fans Project is going that route.
I thought it was based off a die clone of
Okay.
something
Yeah.
back in the day.
And then here you have the little prototype image here. So I think that's
Still want to know where the steel core trailer is.
Trailer? Yeah. All right, move over. Buttcon, pounce, and wingspan.
And Captured Prey third-party custom class 2013 pounds and wingspan.
This says B&A clone twins. I think I've got more pictures of these guys at hand, but just to kind of show you, or yeah, before and after clone twins. I think I've got more pictures later on, so we'll take a look at that towards the end. A lot of the stuff we're covering that if you don't see as many pictures as you wanted to, I have kind of like towards the end with TJ, our buddy TJ. He took some pictures and he said I could use them. So, well, I think I just deleted something, but there was another thing there, but it didn't look all that important. Anyways, Fans Project. They're doing some Dinobots. These are supposed to fit in with your chug line. Everyone's going Dinobot crazy right now. Me personally, I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna buy these. I don't even kind of want them. But.
Had this been revealed whenever it was only like 2 companies doing MP Dinobots and not 4 companies doing Dinobots, then man, I think this would have been awesome. But right now, like, my money is solely on Planet X. I mean, this is neat and all, but I think the Planet X ones still do good as chug figures too. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's getting to where it's just like the whole combiner deal. I'm just getting tired of it. Yeah. Everything's so oversaturated at this point. You've got Takara and Hasbro both doing G1 colored Dinobots with their new molds. You have 3 freaking Masterpiece Dinobots, 4 Masterpiece sets of Dinobots. You have Planet X, and now you have Fans Project. That's too many Dinobots, dude. Like, at this point, I think it's too many Dinobots.
Well, that's good for us, though. Because now, I mean, people get to pick what they want.
That's fine. That's fine and everything, but I still just see it as that's going to be the downfall of third parties. They're all going to try to keep outdoing themselves, and that's just it.
Maybe. This is also going to have the little guy turns into a weapon, so they're basically like target masters as well.
Neat idea.
Yeah.
Jaim, you getting them?
Probably not, no.
Yeah. All right, a couple pictures here that are a little bit blurry, but you can see Sludge there that we just kind of looked up in that photo, and then you also have Slag or Slug, whatever you call them. So
Sludge is a little small there.
Yeah, he is. Even in Dino mode too. It's sad.
But he has some chrome on him, but yet Slag doesn't.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dalton says that he heard the Commodus and the other are third-party Decepticon Justice Division. So, that's neat. Still think they should tackle Squadron X, but I'm down for a little bit of DJD too, so. Don't get me wrong, dude. Fans Project Dinobots look good, but it's just too many at this point. I even think the Masterpiece ones would scale better with a Chug collection too. Sadly,
Yeah.
with how huge they are, you know.
It just sucks that it had to be. They had to do it now. I mean, I understand the Age of Extinction. It's a whole Dinobot thing, but still, we were clamoring about why can't we get Voyager class Chug Dinobots a couple years ago, you know, and they would have outshined everyone. But well, what is this? Dino Riders?
Well, this is the exclusive at TFcon, to where this is their Diaclone little version here, to where, yeah, the little Diaclone rider.
That's cool.
He's taken by our buddy TJ.
In a hotel room, still looks fantastic. Pictures.
Also, I believe you have a little bit more metallic red here. I'm not sure what else, but yeah. He knows how to make it look a little bit more desirable.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, Megaform.
Paddles.
They're also doing their Dinobots.
God Almighty.
They announced theirs though before Fans Project, even though we haven't seen any of theirs. All we've seen is these mock-ups here. But this is going to be the first one that are going to release. They said that, from people talking on Facebook, that fans actually said that, that they wanted this one. So they are going to be coming out with it, and just kind of get a look at him.
I think I'm gonna wait for the Planet X paddles, but to see that there's another paddles is just awesome.
This is their plunge or swoop. Sneer, or snarl. It's very G1 looking.
Yeah. Right down to the gun too.
And then you have Gunk. Yeah,
Gunk.
that is too. A sludge.
Gunk. That's a great name.
It sounds like a Dinobot name.
Yeah. But still. We need a name for this guy. Gunk. Perfect.
Paddles in his robot mode.
Check out that face.
Paddles Hall of
Looks like
Fame.
a little bit of an overbite. But it says we read the comments so far and think that Paddle would make a great first release. Paddle is for us a Classics Generation scaled figure. Paddle stands 25 centimeters head to toe and is the tallest of our Dino mechs, along with Gunk. The shortest is MF05, clocking in at about 19 centimeters tall. So all the feedback is appreciated. So go to Megaform's Facebook page, and if you think that they should change something or how it can improve the figure, then you go let them know. They said they're willing to listen to anyone's opinion except for Dakota's, since he's a negative person. So.
I'm not a negative person. I just have my mind set on another company.
But you are a negative person, though.
I'm a realist. Let's put it that way.
All right, so this is going to be the smallest one. Why did I have this pulled up 3 times? What the heck? All right, and some robot mode here. Which one is this name? Sneer?
Yeah.
So Sneer. Looks like there's quite a bit of hollowness back here in the leg.
Oh, and I'm the negative one.
I'm not saying it. All I'm doing is pointing it out to people, in case they're not seeing. Obviously, they can pause the video at any point throughout here. and showing off a little bit of the balance, but then it's not really showing us the balance considering that this is just a computer animated mock-up.
Yeah.
So it's not actually a real figure, but I guess they're just showing us that rotates. So
Look at that range of motion. So solid. So fresh.
and
Sweet.
That's
Van
what I like for all my
Surely.
robots to do.
Van Dam split.
that's
Yeah.
that's the way your TFcon looks on your shelf right now.
That was so sad. I'm glad I was able to get him replaced, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg.
And just kind of looking at the back here. Move on. I think they should work on the revisit the heads. Not trying to be negative here. I just think they might want to revisit the whole head sculpting on that. But
A little too derpy.
yeah.
We can go with that Jetfire.
All right. So also coming soon, which we knew they were. We'd like to see them up for pre-order and not take 3 years. But Fans Projects Headmasters. The other 3 here. So
Chris, I wish I
X7
could
and
read your comment on there.
Chris, if it,
What?
Oh man, it's like everybody.
if it's vulgar, Chris,
I mean, it's not vulgar. It's just
we're gonna have to delete it because we don't need Little Victory.
It's not vulgar. It's just negative.
You want me to
Little
read it?
Victory. He likes to watch sometimes.
You said I should read it.
Do it.
All right.
It's
Well,
not bad. It's not bad.
let's start with down here. Charles says Planet X fans, toys, Dinobots all the way. Antronus Prime, hey, what's up, man? Planet X Swoop was superb, and then he said paddles, WTF. Randoman the Awesome says paddles with a bunch of exclamation points. Dust Mite said the mecha form Dinobots are horrendous, but these are mock-ups, so Frank Mars.
We also thought the same thing about Dakota Toys Chronos.
Yeah, then that
And
turned out to
they
look awful at first.
they took a lot of feedback and it ended up looking like a great figure. So
Frank, I cannot pronounce your last name, dude. I'm sorry. He said a plesiosaur with a question mark, and I guess I'm not a animal guy, dinosaur dude. Chris said MF Dinobots are damn ugly. They remind me of that kid that auditions in a singing contest because his mom says he's good, but to everyone else it makes your ears bleed. And Andrews Prime said MFYOY. Dust Mite says swing and a miss, and Anton said a definite miss for me. So they're mock-ups at this point. I'll wait till some actual hard copies come out.
Well, they need feedback.
Bad judgment. Yeah.
They're really asking for feedback. So just go to their Facebook page and let them know.
This is the time to give it to before anything gets made solid. While there's still 3D renders, this is the best time to fix all that.
Yeah.
Which is really nice for a third party to do, like GigaPowers did and all that. So they have the fans
and Dakota Toys. I mean, it took so long, but I don't know if anyone remembers what the original Dakota Toys Chronos was going to look like. It was awful, and I actually bashed it so bad that one of the designers from Dakota Toys messaged me on YouTube. So, and I was kind of going back and forth with him, and they ended up clearing it all up and making a excellent looking toy. So
yeah.
Anyways, move on. Fans Project. This is going to be Skull Cruncher. I'm curious to see what the unique little transformation with this one is going to be like. It definitely looks better than that Toy World one, in my opinion. I didn't like the looks of that one, but I don't know what I was, expecting. I thought this one might be I thought it would be a little bit better than what it is, but it still doesn't look bad to me.
got no upper teeth.
Does it? Does he not?
Well, he doesn't want to eat his little
Oh,
target
he's got
or
the
his
little,
little
he's got the
headmaster.
little
Come
teeth right
on.
here. Now, I wonder where that's going to store in there, because I know that, on the G1 it put it in his mouth. Maybe it goes in this little, looks like it's the top of a car right here. Maybe that little opens up or something, he fits in there.
I
So,
wonder if he's going to be priced out at the same as Mind Wipe. They have gone up in price a little bit.
yeah, I think it was like 79. They were predicting around 100, but actually I saw several places that it was 79. So, and they also showed. So I guess the next one. So you got Mind Wipe. That's coming soon. Well, with Fans Project, I don't say anything's coming soon because they could say it's coming out next week, and that thing could not be here for like 3 months. But in the future, Mind Wipe, and then you have Skull Cruncher, and then here is Highbrow. So I guess he's the next one up. Think I have anything else? No. Oh, and here's this thing. Mastermind Creations NRQS. What is this supposed to be? This looks like it looks like a dentist chair.
Yeah, dentist chair or something.
Let's see what some of the people are saying. Is that Kaon? Let's see. Primus. I don't think anyone in here. Nobody knows what it is. So whatever. If none of us can figure out what it is, then I can't think that it was really that big, really demanded. But there you go. All right, and X2 Toys. Whenever we saw that they had those little tiger that can turn into a gun that can like wear out the shoulder joints in your deluxe chug figures, and it's a lion as well. As we predicted, this is going to be able to combined with some lions. So
really, really big gun, lion,
used with
Voltron.
other combiner super robots such as Voltron. So I guess they're going to be coming out with the rest of them, or maybe you can plug them into pre-existing Voltrons. I don't know why you would do that. Why are you going to have 4 lions all one way, and then you're going to have this like weird one on his arm? It doesn't really make much sense, but more than likely they'll probably come out with all 5. Now taking a look at some pictures. These are also from our buddy TJ. Just kind of a little bit of everything. Here are those before and after clones that I was talking about earlier. So now you can kind of see the prototypes here, and they look quite nice. I like them better than the Autobot clones that X2 Toys is putting out, but I also like Pounce and Wingspan more. But you don't see, look, no ugly ball joints staring you right in the face.
Huh. Well, that's nice.
Curious to see them in alt mode, though. Breakdown robot.
It's funny because wasn't there a custom of this guy at BotCon too?
Yeah.
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 Ages 3 and up had it.
Some Make Toy stuff. More of the Make Toy stuff. And there's a closer look at the clones there. Jim, what do you think about these guys? Now, is this something that you might pick up?
I might. I mean, I've always liked the clones, and they do look a lot better than the X2 ones. So it depends on price, and I like to see their alt modes too.
Heard a rumor that the Collectors Club, the membership figure, and then the like basically what Transmutate was this year, I heard that was supposed to be Fastlane and Cloudbreaker, although we have no confirmation on that yet either. But
Well, it's
for
just the
whatever that's worth.
TFcons again, right?
More than likely, and honestly, that's something I'm okay with personally.
We've seen plenty of pictures of that. Here's your quick switch. Rather get a 6-night repaint. How do you feel about this?
I'd pick up a 6-night. Quick switch, maybe. I don't know. I mean that bold in general is kind of okay, but having an actual third party and actually having to pose them would be kind of cool. But I would prefer a 6-night over quick switch. Don't really need 6 shots, kid. So.
Yeah. And these guys again. I mean, I just, whenever I look at these Fans Project Dinobots, I just look at the San Diego Comic-Con Hasbro exclusive ones, and I'm like, I'd rather have those because they look cool. They have all that chrome and all that gold, and I just rather have those than this, to be honest. So
yeah,
going to be a little bit cheaper in the long run for them too.
Oh yeah, because this being Fans Project, those things are going to be like $80 to $100 a piece anyway. And Mine Whelp, we've already looked at him a couple of weeks ago. Here's a look at the Guardian, I think his name is. Make Toys Guardian, the Defensor. So here you have First Aid. This looks really good.
Yeah.
I like that. And at least Streetwise, I don't know their fake names or made up names, but there you go with him. And Groove. A little curious to see how those feet hold up there. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to it, but
yeah,
it looks cool. And also, I think, is it him? I don't know. I thought I saw someone mention that the handlebars fold up in there so they don't stick out here like antennas.
Ears.
Yeah.
You say antennas, I say pigtails.
Pigtails. There you go.
Quantron again. And another picture of that Scorponok. Man, look at him just tower over everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Needs a cape and a hook. We got it's Black Zarek from Zone and an eye patch.
And just some close-ups of these guys. All right, so that's them. Little add-ons here for the little upgrade kit. I guess if you don't want to buy the what are their names? The other two little guys, whatever. But if you just want the little upgrade kit, whatever, then you're going to be able to get that separate now. So that's what it looks like all combined with them. I like that they did that as well. Where they don't force you to, I just want the upgrade kit, but then you have to get the 2 figures to get it, and I like this. So, and
is that actually from Fans Project though, or is that from another company?
I think it's from Fans Project.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I know it's on Ace's Toy Store.
Yeah. The reason I was curious is because we're still seeing it in like prototype colors,
Yeah.
It may be from a different company. It did not say at Ace's Toy Store. Or AC Toys, I guess, if you guys want to go, .net, if you want to go look it up there.
I want to say this is. I'm guessing AC Toys is the guys that are making it.
Maybe. Okay.
So makes sense. That's pretty neat.
I don't think it was too expensive either. I think it was it like $60 or something like that? So somewhere around there. It wasn't extremely expensive. All right, here you have the DMY, the little add-on for your double dealer, double clouder. It does kind of help it out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate you trying there, but
Yeah.
Oh man, that is freaking hilarious.
I just don't think that I would just
I would display it like that at all times.
All right. And obviously it comes in parts to where it can act like the guns from the original. So, just some little updates. I believe this is done. It is ready. It's a cool little gun. Zenith Forge. This is the normal color. And you also get that face, or that new head sculpt for Optimus as well. That's what the packaging is going to look like. And also your little deluxe figures can hold them as well.
Nice. That's obviously not what the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Jazz really looks like, though. So
No. And from Guilty, here is their art share for Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. So, there you goes. All right, so what was the? You want to dive into the topic and just kind of discuss that a little bit, and then it can just kind of we can nibble at it, and then we can also discuss more on the aftercast. You want to do that, Jaim?
Well, we can. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to dive into it, or do you want to save it for next week, or save it for aftercast?
We can save it for next week. I think we got a lot to go on this just argument. It's going to go down on aftercast. So we're going to end it there, guys. About an hour and a half here. So that's kind of the target that we usually try to stick around is about an hour and a half. So you guys want to go ahead and outro yourselves in?
Yeah. You can find me, I'm Dakota, at PrimalSabbath everywhere, and you can also check out the Transformers Topic Show that'll be on my channel Tuesdays at 7 p.m. It's a bi-weekly show, so there's that.
All right, Jaim.
I'm Jaim, VictorySaber77. You can find me Twitter and YouTube and the Aftercast. If you guys want to be on the show, just private message me through YouTube. If you follow me on Twitter, you can direct message me there, and I will send out the invites a half hour before the show starts, which is 9 o'clock Central Standard Time.
And you have to be on at least 15 minutes prior. Otherwise, then we don't want to mess with any technical difficulties and stuff like that. So, and
make sure your mic works. Make sure you have a camera, or there's no like feedback, lag, all that type of stuff. Just that's all.
All right, guys, and you can find me G1Xtron on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook, the G1Hextron. And for our community, make sure you check out our website, cybercastnetwork.com. Also, our Twitter is cybercastnet, and our Facebook page, which you saw, that's kind of where we showed all the stuff today. All that's going to be shared onto our Facebook page, so it's no longer news on the website. If you guys want to put it up on the website in the forums, feel free, but I'm not doing it anymore, so you guys can do that. But thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the Aftercast. Make sure you go check out Victory Saber 77's channel, since that's what we'll be. Later.